Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, baby dolls. I am wearing my cute panda hat. Yes, state-of-the-art disguise. We have had 6 green monthly candles for Bitcoin in a row, which is historically a cause for a dip, correction, crash, whatever you want to call it. Let me tell you something. Every single time there's been a 39% drop in Bitcoin around the halvening. Now, the halvening is in April, so it could be a month before, it could be this month, it could be next month, it could be minus 20%, minus 20%. We have one red fake out month and up one. Any combination can happen. I just want you to know that we are still long, we're still strong, and we're bullish. 100% bullish. But along the way, you will always see people get happy every single step. And then those latecomers get wiped out. It's always leverage being wiped out every single time. Okay, so you just got to remember, when we see these big red candles, it's not because our products or crypto sucks. What sucks is the people who come in, they're weak. They did not buy in the depression with you and me. They were not long when everybody was crying, when Davey Soy Hoffman and everybody else was saying, you know, it's pretty much over. They were not long around there. They weren't even long in 2023. They weren't participating to be long. What they're doing is they are now deploying their stable coins, which they had the whole bear market. But now, instead of deploying it into, say, spot altcoins, which many of them do, they also go and do leverage now. They're like, well, you know what's better than a 2x? How about a 10x? But to do that, I've got to do my leverage. And this is exactly what's going on. I've shown you many times as well. Many people have been posting P&L screenshots. I've seen like 3 or 4 already around Twitter. Like one guy made like, you know, one guy's up like, you know, 11 million, 8 million, 4 million, 2 million. And I could just tell, friends, this is funny. When I see that, I'm like, it's either fake or you're looking at literally that one dude on the leaderboard who's just turbo posting. And friends, they do a lot of stuff. They don't tell people. They're like hedging around and they have like bots running and they're in a fund. They're just posting a screenshot just for like, you know, for popularity and stuff, just because they want to do that. But I notice, though, when those things start mentioning on my feed, I'm like, oh, that means a lot of people are liking it, which means the other leverage traders are looking at this, okay? So this is just information to come up for you next time, okay? So Bitcoin is at 63,000 American dollars, and this is the monthly candle, okay? Remember, friends, I have this secret, the key here, okay, friends? This is the actual secret. What I'm going to put is this little key emoji. This is the actual key you need to succeed. The myth, Bitcoin is always profitable after 4 years of holding. Because what I wanted to do, friends, is just, that's what the 4-year cycle really means. Just, I've been looking at that every single day for the bear market. You've been watching my channel. Thank you very much, friends. Like, subscribe. And I want to tell you something. You know this, every time the crowd fixates on one model, it eventually lets them down. So I want to make sure we are 100% prepared if this ends up letting us down. That Bitcoin's always profitable after 4 years of holding. That's why whatever happens in 2025, friends, you never know. We might start off strong. I've even seen Kevin Svensson. I might show you the prediction as well. He has like 150K within a year from now. And then we finish the year after that going lower. That's just something cool to look at. I want to look at other people's perspectives all the time. And the only secret to markets is positioning. Remember, a lot of people, you already know, man, we're doing some front running now. So in 2020, the year 2020, we did not have this type of ferocious altcoin stuff yet. Okay, it did not happen at all. We even saw it start in 2023. We had Pepe season, Solana bonk season. Okay, this was the year before Bitcoin halvening. No. We did not see anything like that in 2019. That everything was basically dead. Things were like kind of moving, but everyone thought just everything. It was very, very, very early days. Now you can see that the crowd is front running. So these green monthly candles, friends, will play some nice gentle angel music. Okay, we don't know what comes. You never know what comes next. I'm just telling you. 6 green monthly candles, and what happened? The biggest candle was the final month, plus 49%. All right, that's the biggest one of all. Remember, I was telling you the biggest move comes at the end. So I think this is a nice kind of wake up for us to be like, wow, the cycles are repeating. This is what we want to see. And, you know, like interdimensional astrology type of stuff, friends. When it comes to this, you get to see that if this is happening in Bitcoin, it probably is going to happen for our altcoins, which we know it does. But you can see that the final candle is literally ginormous. The final month isn't that big. That's what dwarfs it. So you might say, oh, well, this one was 28%. Look at this one. This one was huge, plus 50% at the very, very end. Okay. Also saw some people, shout out to Marky, he was like, well, I don't think Bitcoin's going to dump like every other halvening now, because why would they go and shill Bitcoin ETF out there, friends? It doesn't work like that, man. You don't know who's dumping. Grayscale's dumping. You don't know who else is selling them the Bitcoin. Everyone's like, oh, there's no Bitcoin to be sold. Look, man, you know, at the bottom of the bear market, do you know what they told me? They said no one's buying Bitcoin down here. There's infinite supply. All right, you had 600,000 Grayscale going to be liquidated, Mt. Gox, all of these. That's what they were telling me. Guess what? That was the bottom. When all the supply appears, that's the bottom. Just like how there's, oh my gosh, all the supply is gone. Okay, this is. I know you got to flip your mindset. Otherwise, you're just going to be buying the tops with everybody else. So we have to prepare for these as we move along time. So the standard correction that we've seen in every single halvening is 39%, which would, I know it sounds crazy, it would bring us down to 38K. Now, I hope we don't get that. I hope it's something like 25%. That would be nice, okay, because we're all due for an alt season, okay? You know, in the previous Bitcoin halvings, there was no alt season around, so we might just get a lower one at some point. So that's all we got to be prepared for. But there is this scenario too that no one's thinking about. We could go down a bit, and then we go up to have our alt season, right? In May, June. But then we actually go down to that 38K later. And then if that happens, I will be saying, oh my gosh, we always retest 39% below the pre-halvening Bitcoin run. There's always a 38% drop. It's like, you know, a 35, 38, whatever it is. So that's also possible. That would trap everyone, wouldn't it? Think about it. Firstly, no one's going to believe alt season's over in May or June because maybe the US Fed starts cutting rates. No one's going to believe that. And then if that happens, everyone's going to really think it's over, aren't they? So trust me, man, this is the game. This is literally the game. It's not about being right. It's about making money. Okay, how do you make money? Okay, sweet. You know that everybody's turbo long now. Okay, beautiful. I don't want any leverage longs. All right, another thing. You know that alt season, if we get nice alt season, you have attracted a lot of weak hands who are coming in very early compared to the past. So people who come in early, friends, yeah, good. You're in early. Unfortunately, there is a wipeout that comes out, but we're going to be ready. Of course, I hope it doesn't happen, though. We hope that these things just go up, okay? But it's not about what me and you want. Now, I also want to talk to you about Ethereum, friends. Ethereum at 0.054 ratio is big. Big news, okay? Big news because it's actually still not moving. And everyone's wondering, why? Why isn't it moving? Look, my only theory was they did some premature ejaculation in the bear market. Okay, you get to see this, what happened. You see, back in the past, ETH was very strong in the bear market. Look at 2022. Look what ETH BTC did. ETH BTC went to the top of its range in a freaking bear market, friends. You got to remember that. It's like for an altcoin, you know, we don't consider Ethereum an altcoin, but that's huge. To do this move, that's never before seen, basically. And now just been grinding the whole way down. It's almost like it's been paying for its sins, really. But we are still waiting for this to climb back up. And then you probably see a lot of pro-risk-taking stuff. Now, I know everybody's still focused on Solana, but look, you can't get these things to switch straight away, but it's confirmation for us because we want seasons to last long. You don't want them to just end because if they just keep ending, then it makes it hard for me and you. And I know you like it hard, friends, but you don't want it hard this time. You want it very soft. Soft as in, you want seasons to not just like disappear in like 6 days. Right? If they have like this very, very big catastrophic type of like end, right, after a short amount of time, you got no idea what to do. You have to be bridging into all these other chains here and there. So this is a positive sign for us to see. Also, I did mention to you, right, every single Bitcoin halvening, we have that 39% correction. Just waiting for that. Doesn't really matter. We're going to dump no shorts, friends, just long. I got to repeat to you, just long. You know, this is the crazy part. So I keep forgetting there's just there's thousands of new people coming in who don't know anything about markets. That's okay. I'm here to help you. Just because I think something's going down doesn't mean I'm out of the market. Okay? It does not mean I'm out of the market. It's just like, just because you know one of your friends is going to be late to your barbecue, okay, it doesn't mean you're not going to invite them. Or doesn't mean you're going to like now hate them. Okay? You can't just say that. You accept it for what it is. That's what it is in markets. You're riding the wave, just like your friendship, friends, just like that. Okay, so when it comes to expecting moves and stuff, I know you say, oh, 39% is out, and you don't know. You never really know. It's just that's what happens during these times. And all you're doing is you're protecting yourself from clicking the sell button at the very, very bottoms, because they are always accompanied with very strong bad news. There'll be multiple news sites saying they're getting banned, this is bad, this is a failure, the stock market, like something's going to happen. Always something happens. It's always preordained, friends. Bullish news at the top, bearish news at the bottom. The one we want to be worried about, though, okay, this is the funny part. So this is just the teachers. You don't care about bad news. You don't care about it if you're long already. All right, okay? You never care about it. You only care about the good news, okay, if you're long. See? Flip mindset. What do people think? They think, oh, I should care about the bad news when I'm long so I can get out. No, you'll be getting out at the bottoms. You care about the good news when you're long. And then you want to know what that good news is. Now, obviously, with experience, if you've been through a cycle, you know there are different levels of good news. You might see like 6 countries adopt Bitcoin at the very, very top. That's what you might see. And people will say, it's just getting started, it's just getting started. And that's actually the top, okay? So I'm just showing you there's a scale. We've seen nothing yet. Even though this Bitcoin ETF, it's significant, and we're going to pay for our sins later on. We definitely will, but this isn't probably like end game bullish news. Also, speaking of bullish news, Richard Heart's PulseChain wallet, friends, I'm going to play some pump music for you, has deployed 200 million DAI into MakerDAO. So it's earning 5% yield. So it's about $830,000 a month. It actually is $200 million went into the MakerDAO protocol. And if you want, friends, like, this is just for you. I'm not saying to do this. I hope the thing doesn't blow up. I'm sure it's been tested. It's got millions and billions of dollars in it, but you can earn 5% yield. Now, the rates might be different in the next bear market for crypto, but if you have stable coins, you could think of that as like your real savings. Okay, that's you're accessing a better interest rate than a bank. Almost everybody should do that, really. Think about it. And then that's your profit. Maybe you think, okay, I only deploy that for the profit. Maybe you live off the interest, okay, here and there. So that's maybe some of you buys, maybe you're in a good position to buy like property, right? To put something away for your nest egg in the next bull market top when you take out. But you also got to consider things like this. Once it's in there, you're illiquid. So you don't want to do all of it. Maybe you can do a third. Maybe, you know what I mean? You just got to think about these things. But this MakerDAO protocol, the Spark, is really good. This is what Richard Heart's doing, right? Because you earn 5% yield, and the yield's probably going to go down as the rates go lower. But at least it's good opportunity to have something liquid in crypto just in case you get super blood. Now, on the surface, what I'm saying sounds so logical, but in practice, I know 98% of people get crushed. Not 98%, more like 90%. And what do? They use their savings account. They go deploy too early. They believe the narratives, okay? Because in a bear market, friends, it's downtrending. It doesn't just go vertical down. It's like there's hope everywhere. And then we go down, everyone thinks it's over, and then it's like a long, drawn-out period. So even though technically, if it's a race to be a billionaire for you as a baby doll, sure. The best thing to do is leave it in crypto, and then you don't go buy stocks and this, you buy in the next bear market. Yes, that's technically the best thing to do. In practice, though, most of you will be better off, way better off. You actually cash out, withdraw to your bank, go put it in a property, a unit, apartment, whatever it is, okay? Or maybe helps you just establish yourself that way. Just because now it's illiquid, you get rental yield from that, and you can't screw up. Because I promise you right now, friends, look how easy it is to click. Clicking fast, it's a blessing and a curse, just because we can change our decision in 2 seconds, okay? You've seen all the damage that can be done to yourself by this. Now, Richard's got $200 million in DAI. He might buy PulseX, HEX, and Ink with it. He might do that, friends. Obviously, it's not buying eHEX now. This is the funny part. Just because he's not buying eHEX doesn't mean anything. It does, like, okay, he's not buying eHEX. The BankX wall is there. That's not the trade. The trade is wait for PHEX to go up, I guess, and the market to go up later, and see what the eHEX PHEX ratio disconnects to, and then you'll be able to maybe do the great chew with me and everybody else. Maybe just buy into eHEX. But you can't just buy straight away, because you want to see at what point does it start getting chewed, because we have to see what the market really, really thinks about the fair value of eHEX. And if that happens, maybe get the fastest 2x in your life. It might do a 2x after you clear that wall, finally. I'm not joking. It might be like a 2x in like 1 hour or something. Bank, 60 minutes. Because that big wall out there, people would be buying at 2.5 cents, but they're happy to pay at 5 cents, but you don't let them because you have this artificial wall, okay? Now, also interesting, this with this PulseChain wallet sacrifice, this is interesting, friends. I post this information because people request it. People always ask me, hey, if the PulseChain sacrifice fund started buying the coins, Pulse, PulseX, HEX, and INC, what prices would they go up to? Okay, so what I did is I went and I found the liquidity amount for them, and the answer is it has 200 million liquidity total. That's buy plus sell, okay, bids and offers, 200 million. So if you're gonna buy, you only attack the offers. That's what you're attacking, okay? Now, if you're only attacking the offers of 100 million, we know from the Uniswap V2 formula, because that's what PulseX is forked out of, if $100 million goes in, you 4x the price. Because you've doubled the offer. You've done a 2x on the offer, so you get a square of that. You 2x the offer, you 4x the price. That's your formula for basically everything. If you do a 3x of the offer, you'll 9x the price. If you do a 4x of the offer, you will 16x the price. So there's $100 million on the offer. We have $600 million. So if we put it in, it will be roughly 25x. Everything goes up 25x. But then what happens next, right? That's obviously the thing. And it's 25x if no one sells. So if absolutely everyone agreed not to sell and he put $600 million in the pool, the price ratio just reprices 25x higher. Let me show you that on a chart. And by the way, of course, it would be the same thing for, you know, all across Pulse, PulseX, HEX, everything liquidity linked, all right? So this is where we are now. This is what everything's been deploying now. So where would 25x put us? Like it's off the charts here pretty much, even though it's not a log chart, okay? It'd be like, whoa, 25x from here, it'd be bang. So it'd be all the way up here, sweet. Okay, that is almost, there you go, 24x, 25x up here. So if you want to see it properly, you could have a look at the log chart just to show you what it would do. That would be huge, but then you got nothing. That's the thing. Then it's like everyone exits. That's why he doesn't do it straight away. Now, here's the thing. Friends, I make an enormous amount of content, okay? Godly amount. Literally ridiculous amount. Stupid amount of content all day. When I do a post, I can't explain it every single post. I can't add 3 paragraphs of my thoughts in every post. So this is the thing. When I posted that, hey, Richard is earning like $1 million per month in yield, it takes 100 million to 4x the price. So he can't use the yield alone and be expecting a price pump, which I'm just informing you guys, all right? So don't just think, oh, sweet, we're going to 4x forever, because you want to know, man. You want to know, okay? He has to deploy the principle. That's it. Just to let you know, he has to deploy the principle. Now, when I said this, some soy boys, there's always one soy boy, comes out and says, well, here you go, Mr. Negative, blah, blah, blah. Like, what? Bro, mathematics is not negative. It's a Uniswap V2 formula. You're earning yield. You're earning 1 million a month. I'm answering questions. Where's the negativity on this? There's none. But I know where everyone's coming from. They're basically saying like, mate, stop reminding us of the reality of the situation, man. I don't want to be reminded that. Good. Go watch another dopamine dealer who's telling you we're going up 10x every 4 hours. Go do that. I and the rest of us are watching the bridge. We're watching the funds. We're actually seeing what's happening with these occurrences, because this is informational edge compared to everybody else. And by the way, friends, you know what's the funny part? I've been told multiple people, multiple sources about multiple soy boys, many of the loudmouths, okay, many of the loudmouths who say this stuff, they're exiting at HEX 10 cents, okay, around that 10 cent mark. You've heard me always talk about the 10 cents. Yeah, it's funny. So a lot of people will think, oh, he's talking about me. How do you know? No. There's like, I'm not joking. There's like 8 of yous. 8. There's heaps, friends. DMs. For some reason, everyone, and that's funny, a lot of them are they loudmouths. I'm like, that's so weird. 10 cents? What a little bitch. You serious? You held this whole long for a 10 cent market? You know, that's crazy. So just be wary of like loud people like that, okay? Because these people, friends, there's a lot of snakes in crypto itself. It's financial casino stuff. It's telling you, yes, 1000x, friends. These are the people. Most of the time, 1000x, they wake up the next day. So they go to sleep happy, wake up the next day, they go, oh yeah, I'm out. I'm done. You know what I mean? That's just watch out for that. Now, also watch out for AI, friends. AI has been heating up for a very long time, but don't just buy any AI coin. I'm doing paid Launchpad and VVV. They are great. So I've made 2 videos on them. Right, I've made multiple videos on them actually. You have to look at friends. I can't help. Absolutely, I've already done the content. I am helping everyone. I just can't go through every single one every 5 seconds. If you want to do the work, that's it. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I do paid Launchpad and VVV. You're probably saying, okay, I roll every project. I want to participate in everything because eventually the bull market ends. And the things that you think look good, they're going to be offered to you and me, even if you do these Launchpad stuff. The good offerings, the shiny and looking stuff, they come later on. But you're like locked up for another 12 months. And then you're like, oh crap, man, there's like a 50% chance the bull market is like over by the end of 2025. You know what I mean? When you start getting it unlocked. So this is the reality of the situation. So you just got to get in stuff early. Being early into junk is actually better than being late into good products. That is the reality of the situation. You already seen this, all the meme coins, right? If you consider meme coins that do nothing as pure junk, guess what? Being early on a meme coin is best. You know that. So AI is definitely heating up. But remember, AI is new cycle narrative. So AI, you can't just go find and buy any coin, friends. They've already done like 5 to 15x's off the low from 2022. So you can't do anything. The AI stuff, if you want to participate, right, I'm still doing the clip Finance IDO, still running, right? You can find my video on that. Remember, you don't have to be a US citizen, but I mean, maybe it's illegal there. I don't know about the US laws, but it's a DAO. It's decentralized, so it's community running. But we can lose our money and rug and all go to zero. It's AI-driven liquidity management. It's basically using AI to earn you higher fees, and they already have a working product. That's actually the best part. I should have spoken about that more. Literally, you can go to the website right now and get 33% on your stable coins because AI is learning. It'll probably get more competitive over time. And by the way, as people join more, the yield goes down, just like everything else, okay? So that's really, really important to think about. With AI stuff, VVV Launchpad, we're already doing one of these AI things called like GPU net. All right, so shout out to Sean, he's a founder there. I'm sure Paid's going to do AI stuff as well. And yes, don't worry about AI. Like, what does the product do? Oh, don't worry about it, man. Who cares? Who cares? Okay, trust me. I learned from last cycle. The more you look into what these things do, the more you psych yourself out. You'll never exit because you really, really believe in what's going on, and the green candles will be basically sending you into a trance. So I'm just rolling them. I'm participating in them as well as, you know, altcoins, meme coins, and everything else. But new cycle stuff for getting in IDOs, really important. Really important. You just got to be careful because it's super competitive, okay? Provide the options there. You can do what you want. If you want, there's something for everyone out here. Some people farming airdrops. They want to do restaking stuff. It is what it is. You'll make USD doing everything in crypto. You will. But my goal is to make the most, okay? How do I make the most? Well, I got to take, you know, the contrarian bets. Got to go against the crowd. That's how you make the most. And as well, if our bull market gets cut off early, which I know think, oh, it's impossible. It can still. If the bull market gets cut off early, momentum buyers lose, contrarian buyers win. All right. It's if the bull market goes long and it goes strong, okay, momentum buyers win, contrarian people win like super mega home runs, like life-changing wealth for every single person who did that, okay? But if you notice, contrarian wins no matter what. Deep value, depression buying, early buying when everyone says it's a scam and it's not ready yet, that stuff, you win no matter what. And that's what I'm here to do. We're here to actually win, make money. Okay, we don't care about like being right. Like, oh, it's going to be a long bull market or a short and this is going to stop at 60K or 100K. That's irrelevant to us, okay? And final general news for you. There are lots of DeFi protocols, friends. They are doing upgrades and implementations. There are heaps of Ethereum L2 chains that are launching. 99% of coins launched will be scams on all the chains that rug instantly. Yes, so look, there's one chain that you have to be aware of for good reasons. Coinbase chain, because Coinbase have 100 million customers. They're probably going to funnel people into Base chain. And I'm sure there's a lot of projects here and there. Now, there's nothing to buy on there. You know why? Because it's the same game everywhere. You're like, where's the products to buy? Oh, there's none. You know why? Because what they're doing is the teams are building the stuff in the background. They don't release the coin. They're getting the handouts from all the VCs. Hey, make a moneymaker protocol on Coinbase. Make a super duper DEX that does all this, whatever it is, okay? They're getting all the handouts right now. They're doing the raises in the background. Names that me and you don't even know or recognize. We can't even see them. I don't know where they are. They're doing them right now, ready to launch when Coinbase starts unloading, okay? And when they launch, it's going to be high, fully diluted. They're going to do some BS airdrop from people using the stuff. At the beginning, you and I can't participate, okay? That's going to be the game. However, I guess the theory is whichever coins are kind of legit on Coinbase, when that does happen, there'll be residual pumps here and there. But we've seen them, and a lot of them are rugs and scams. There's one meme coin that's done well called Thank You Based God. It's based off like Brian Boldstrong. So, you know, that's why I like PulseChain, man. There's none of this. Where the VC and all that, actually, PulseChain had a lot of sacrifices. A lot of them getting murdered. But you guys see, friends, being in early trumps everything, okay? Early and low market cap, because these things are they're disappearing over time, okay? But, you know, what won't disappear, though? Our friendship. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.